The chess world is in complete chaos right now, and for good reason. It's all about the qualification process for the Candidates tournament in 2024. It's incredibly confusing, and if you're wondering about the title, keep watching. You need the context, trust me. You might have seen Gotham Chess's video he recently uploaded regarding the situation, but even I was left extremely confused after watching the video, so I'm here to fill in the gaps. So let's go to the very start. First, it's important to note why we have a World Chess Championship so soon after the last one. We can see here we have one in 2024 and the last one was just in 2023. But if you look back a year further, there's a gap between 2018 and 2021. This is simply because we had COVID and there were postponements to the World Chess Championship, and now we are just catching up. And now we need to look at how you even qualify for the candidates in the first place. You guys are probably most familiar with the 2022 Candidates Qualification process, so we'll go through that one first. The two top finishers of the FIDE World Cup will qualify, which was Jan-Christoph Duda and Sergei Karyakin, who was replaced by Ding Liren. The two top finishers of the FIDE Grand Prix will qualify, which is Hikaru Nakamura and Richard Rapport. The two top finishers of the FIDE Grand Swiss will qualify, which was Alireza Firouzja and Fabiano Caruana. The runner-up of the previous World Championship will qualify, which was Jan Nepomniachtchi. And one wild card will be selected by the tournament organizer, which was Timur Rajabov. And this is the qualification process for the 2024 candidates. The top three finishers of the FIDE World Cup will qualify, which is Magnus Carlsen, who will be replaced by Nihat Abasov, who came 4th place, Ramesh Babu Pragananda, and Fabiano Caruana. The top two finishers in the FIDE Grand Swiss will qualify, which is Vidit Gudrathi and Hikaru Nakamura. The runner-up of the previous World Championship will qualify, which is again Jan Nepomniachtchi. The winner of the 2023 FIDE Circuit will qualify, and the player with the highest rating on January 1st will qualify. You might be wondering why the change. Well, the FIDE Grand Prix was abolished after the 2021 edition. One qualification spot was given to the FIDE Circuit. It was supposedly abolished due to a lack of funding. For example, Alireza Firouzja only won 24,000 euros for winning the entire thing. For example, the winner of the Norway Chess, which was Fabiano Caruana, gets 66,000 euros, which is almost 3 times that amount. And just a note, Norway Chess has no candidates qualification. One qualification spot was given to the Chess World Cup, from 2 to 3 qualification spots. The third place tie is now important in the Chess World Cup, and those who lose against the eventual finalists will compete for qualification in a third place tie. Fabiano Caruana qualified this way. The wildcard qualification was also removed. Timur Rajabov qualified via wildcard in 2022 due to COVID complications in the 2020 candidates. Kirill Alexienko also qualified via the wildcard in 2020 due to being the highest non-qualifier in the Grand Swiss. Seemingly existed just to make numbers in the candidates. But as we can see here, there are 2 qualification spots left. The winner of the 2023 FIDE Circuit, and the highest rating for January 2024. Let's start with the FIDE Circuit. The FIDE Circuit is a new path to qualify for the FIDE Candidates Tournament in 2024. One player who would achieve the highest results during 2023 in eligible tournaments gets the spot in the FIDE Candidates. Each player has to play a minimum of 5 eligible tournaments, including at least 4 with a standard time control. The final score is calculated as the sum of the players' 5 highest scores. There is also a criteria to these tournaments. You can pause and read all of them, but I'll just read the important ones. The tournament must finish in the 2023 calendar year. This is very important and we'll come back to it. At least 8 players must be in the tournament, and the tournament must have at least 7 rounds. The 8 highest rated players must have an average standard rating of 2,550 at the start of the tournament. We also have this rule right at the bottom: not more than 50% of either the 20 highest rated players or all players, if there are fewer than 20 players, shall represent one federation. This is the FIDE Circuit, and if you're still confused about it, just think of this as power rankings in chess, and to be honest, it's a very logical system, especially for candidates qualification. Keep in mind that the qualification via this route ends in about 7 days when 2023 ends. So this means that only 4 players on this list really stand a chance of qualifying so close to the end of the year, and we're excluding Fabiano Caruana because he's already qualified, and those 4 people are Gukesh, Gukesh, Anish Giri, Wesley So, and Aryan Adagaisi. We also need to go back to these regulations for 1 second and look at this. The following non-standard play tournaments are included: the World Rapid Championship and the World Blitz Championship. Why is this important? Because that tournament starts on December 25th and ends on December 31st, meaning that it would be an eligible tournament. And to make it more dramatic, 3 of the 4 people are playing in this tournament. We have Aryan Adagaisi, we have Anish Giri, and also a little further down, we have Gukesh, all playing in this tournament. This is great. And this is not where the drama lies. In fact, I think that the FIDE circuit is great. I think there should be more qualification spots through the FIDE circuit. The drama lies here, in the highest rating qualification spot. One of the ways that you can qualify for the 2024 candidates is by being the highest rated chess player by January 1st. Everyone ranked 5th and up has already qualified, or in Magnus Carlsen's case, isn't playing. But there are 2 people that are currently jostling for the 6th spot, Alireza Firouzja and Wesley So. The issue is there's only 8 days until January 1st, so there's not really time to play another tournament to get any extra ELO, right? If we look back at this list, the FIDE circuit, which is another way of qualifying, has some regulations. But being the highest rated player on January 1st has no regulations. You can get the ELO in whichever way you want, even if it means setting up a private tournament with other 2,500 rated grandmasters to grind your ELO above Wesley So's. If you're wondering if that was actually the reason that this tournament was held, you just have to read the tournament name. That's literally the name. That's not, I didn't put that there. That's what they called the tournament. And it's 100% within the rules. You are allowed to do this to qualify for the candidates in this fashion. 3 days ago, Jan Nepomniachtchi did this at FIDE Chess, did not bother to at least issue an official statement about the Chinese tournaments last year, now enjoy the consequences, serves it right. When Sergei Karyakin was disqualified from the 2022 candidates, the same thing happened. The highest rated person from that year would automatically qualify for the candidates to replace him. That player was Ding Liren. He had the highest rating overall and didn't need to grind anymore, but the issue was he hadn't played enough eligible games in that year to qualify because of COVID. To fix this, Ding Liren did the same thing that Alireza Firouzja did. He hosted a private tournament with Chinese players only, and he won, and he got enough eligible games to qualify for the candidates. One thing that I quickly want to mention is people are saying that this is a completely different thing because Ding Liren had the ELO already and he just needed to play enough eligible games. The reason that I disagree is because what if it wasn't Ding Liren? What if it was Sergei Karyakin? Sergei Karyakin has been banned from FIDE tournaments for the last year due to his insensitive comments about the Ukraine-Russia conflict. But when he was banned with a very, very high standard ELO. In fact, he's still the 9th highest rated player in the world. The reason that regulation is in place is so someone like Sergei Karyakin can't qualify for the candidates based on the success he had in previous years. So for both Ding Liren and Alireza Firouzja, it's not a matter of manipulating your eligibility, it's a matter of proving that you are the rating that you claim to be, and qualifying for the candidates because of it. Which brings me on to a very frustrating point. Ding Liren may have never qualified for the 2022 candidates, but he ended up being the world champion. Maybe we didn't really appreciate this problem while Magnus Carlsen was the world champion because he was so far above everyone else. But now that Magnus Carlsen is out of the picture, it has me wondering, how many grandmasters that won't even qualify for the candidates could potentially become world champions if they qualified? I think what this situation does is really show how poor the qualification process is to eventually become a chess world champion. Let me know what you guys think. There are clearly problems, but what is the solution?